Hey, 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 y'all. Let me find my desk so I can check on y'all to see how it's going. It is February already, and the last time I came live via StreamYard, I was doing a series called December Things, where we kind of talked about things we needed to consider moving into the new year. So, not only are we here already, we are actually past what I would consider like the new year, which is the first 30 days of the year, which is January. Some people still say it's a new year, to each their own, but I am checking in to see how y'all doing. How is it going? What have we had on our list to do, and how far have we gotten on doing that? I know for me personally, some of the goals I had set for myself, I have achieved them. I am what people would say in the throes of it because I'm actually doing it. And y'all, I don't typically like show up on camera, so I don't know if I should be looking here or looking here. We just gonna make it work and we'll fix it the next time around. But I just wanted to share a little encouragement and um, just some tips and tools to help you stay focused on this particular journey, whatever it is you have for yourself this year, because it's easy to get distracted. And believe me, I've been out here in these YouTube streets, and it's super easy to get distracted out here. So, the first thing I'm going to ask, you probably heard me say it before if you have listened to my December Things series. There's a playlist, so go back and catch it if you haven't. But do you have your things written down somewhere? And what I mean by written down, exactly what I said, written down. Like, is it on a piece of paper somewhere where you can pick it up and say, oh, is it on a, hang on, let me get this. We can move around. Is it so this is a whiteboard I got from Target. Is it written down on this? Do you have your voice notes up? Is it written down in your notes app? And for those of you who aren't writers, you can easily get it down in your voice notes app on your phone. Somewhere your goal should be. And if you haven't sat down to assess where you are at the end of January, now's a good time to do it. And by assessing where you are, it helps you to figure out whether or not what you are doing is working. Is it working as well as you want it to work? And do you need to adjust the end game for your goal? So, do you need to adjust the timeline for your goal? Like I said, I don't know what it is. Maybe you're building a brand. Maybe you are trying to get a promotion at work. Maybe you are opening a business, whatever it is. Maybe you're trying to start, who knows, some sort of community group. Whatever it is, you have to go back and assess it every now and then. So think about what you've done in the month of January, and also, February leading up to this point. We're 10 days in. How is it shaping up? Are you free of distractions? Are you focused? Are you using your resources? So, are there people around you that you can ask for help? Because for some reason, some of us don't like to reach out for help when we need it. We don't like to ask people for help because we don't want to seem weak. We don't want to seem like we're stupid. Pride gets in the way of a lot of people. And I personally feel like people can be farther along, more farther along than they are if they would just reach out and ask for help. So, are you using your resources? Do you have a support network? So, people who are trying to achieve similar things and are able to bounce ideas off of people's brains, kind of pick their brain for ideas. And I know that's a touchy subject, right? Because people are like, well, this is my intellectual property, and I don't want to tell this person that because they might scoop me. And that's valid. So, in that sense, then just talk in general and see if they are able to offer any assistance at all. Maybe you're able to offer them some assistance. Maybe you all kind of trade services back and forth. I feel like in life, it's really important to build relationships. And sometimes we don't want to do that because we're leery of people. We want to end up saying that we're self made, which people can scream that all day long. There is nobody on this earth whose success is self made. Like, yes, you may have worked your butt off to get to the top. You may have done the majority of what it took to get you where you are, but you're not self made because without other people, you would not be able to do what it is that you do, no matter what it is. So I just hope everybody's in a decent space. Um, yeah, this recording is kind of rambly because it's been a minute. So I took all of January basically to focus on what I had in front of me on my goal sheet, and also to sort of build up my platform and figure out which direction I wanted it to go in. And so I've been working on that, but I'm also like, man, let me see what the people are doing and how they are feeling and how January has gone. um, so that's where I am today. I'll be back periodically. If there's any topic that you would like for me to discuss, please drop it in the comments. I'm more than happy to provide some encouragement and some tips and strategies for moving through life at a pace that you're comfortable with. Um, if you hear me on some Wednesdays, I will give strategies about looking at your schedule and looking at your calendar. And one of the things I always say is to make sure you have things scheduled at a pace that you're comfortable with. And I'm intentional with that because I used to say, make sure that you have things scheduled at a pace that you can maintain. But then I had to think about it. Just because you can do things at a certain rate, you can keep going, finish this, move along, finish this, move along. You're maintaining, but you could still be uncomfortable. And that's not what this life is for. Uncomfortable is for growing and stretching and reaching new heights and experiencing new things. It's not for day to day because it's not sustainable. So make sure that things are scheduled at a pace that you are comfortable with, and continue to work toward what it is that you have in front of you, bringing other people along if you can, and also reaching out for help whenever you need it. All right. This is Life Coach signing off, and I will talk to you next time. Toodles.